So we're here with Dede Boies, owner and operator of Root Down Farm. And again, a beautiful setting in Pescadero, Dede.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how you got here and why there's a blue house in the background.
Well, I got here at the end of 2014. I lease from the Peninsula Open Space Trust and lease about 62 acres. This is the south end of it. It goes about a mile down the valley. Basically, this piece of land has been through many different iterations, and sort of more recently was run by an organic farm called Blue House Farm, appropriately named because of the house. And they were here for about 7 or 8 years, and then their partnership split, and the farm moved to a different location in Pescadero, and then the other partner stayed on for another year, and then ended up leaving. And basically, this place was open for a year, and Post accepted, put out a request for proposals for anybody to sort of tell them what they would like to do with this place. And myself, and at that time, 3 other partners came together and wrote this apparently pretty good proposal, and we got selected. And that was the summer of 2013, and so we moved here. My business partner at the time moved here at the end of 2013.
Did you have a background in farming, or did you just decide that was something you were going to go into at the last minute?
Yeah, I had been farming in Pescadero for since 2008. I had done some farming in other places around the world through an organization called WOOF, and that got me into it. And then when I came back to California, I looked for apprenticeships and got one at Pie Ranch, which is just up the road, and ended up being there for about 2 years, and that's what got me into Pescadero. And then I worked at a few different farms, worked at Harley Farms for a little while, and then another farm called Echo Valley Farm before coming here and being able to start my own.
So I can tell you have animals here. These are adorable.
Yeah.
They're new, I guess.
They're brand new. Yep, they're about 11 weeks. They've just been weaned from their mom for a few weeks now, and we get them from a farm called the Willow Farm in Pescadero, who works to breed pigs of different crosses. And so this is my first group for this year, and then I'll get a few more groups throughout the year.
And how long will you have them? What happens to them? What's in their future?
Well, they have a really great life for a while, and then I shoot more for a size for about 250 pounds and then to slaughter them at that weight. And we find that at that weight they stop. They develop a right amount of muscle, but not too much fat. Based on their diet and based on rotating them through the pasture.
So how long will it take for them to get from this size to 250 pounds?
It's
roughly?
about 6 to 8 months, kind of depending on the breed and depending how they're eating and what they're eating.
So if they're smart, they'll eat very slowly, right?
Yeah.
Kind of string it out.
Yeah, but if you see them eat, they're very competitive, so they don't ration very well. Yeah.
And do they have individual personalities? Can you detect that?
They do, yeah. I mean, it's only been a few days that I've had time with them, but you can tell some of them are way more curious and outgoing, and some of them are a little more shy. Some of them let me touch them a little bit more than others. But yeah, and these are all females, so that can be an interesting dynamic too.
Is that by design? Do you ask for all females?
It was just the way it worked out, because I needed them at a certain time and they hadn't castrated the boys yet, so I got all girls.
So what other animals do you have here?
So I raise heritage breed chickens and heritage breed pigs and heritage breed turkeys. Right now I've got the pigs and I've got about 500 chicks, and then the turkeys arrive in May. And they'll grow out for Thanksgiving.
Oh, so now how old are the turkeys when you get them? You get them
They're a day
May. Old. Oh, they're a day old.
Yeah.
And they're ready for the Thanksgiving table by November?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's actually because heritage breeds grow a lot slower than your typical commercial breeds. That's actually a bit longer than other breeds that are raised for Thanksgiving.
Where can people find your products? I mean, I'm assuming most people, in fact, surveys have shown even locally, people will pay more and they want to buy fresh and they want to buy local.
Yeah.
So where can they find your products?
The best way right now is to contact me directly. We're selling chickens through Fifth Crow Farm CSA. So folks, if they're CSA members, can get a chicken as an add-on or as many chickens as they'd like every month. And then turkeys, it's the same as contacting me directly, and we start accepting pre-orders in October. And those fill up really fast.
I'm sure.
We sell out of those pretty early. And then pigs, it's a little bit of the same. I'm changing things up a little bit this year, but in the past we just sold wholes and halves to families or neighbors, people who go in and share them together. And that, again, is just contacting me directly.
Okay. And are restaurants able to contact you as well as individuals?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many turkeys do you normally raise every
Last
year?
year we did 100, and this year I'm doubling that.
Okay.
So I'll do 200.
And when they get it, let me ask you a naive question. Does it look like, I know the taste is much better, but does it look like the turkey you'd buy in a grocery store? Or does it have all the, it doesn't have all the feathers?
It doesn't
on
have all the feathers.
Okay,
No,
I just thought
no,
I'd
it
make
looks
sure.
like it's not a do-it-yourself Thanksgiving
That's good.
turkey.
Yeah, you
No.
don't start plucking like the old days. Okay,
We do
that's
it
good.
for you.
Okay,
It looks
perfect.
just like a turkey.
Perfect.
The ones that are not, they're a little more, the meat is a little more evenly distributed. It's not all centered in the breast meat. There's a lot more dark meat. So for me, that's where all the flavor is, and I find that they taste a lot better. But yeah, so other than that, they look the same.
Now, do you do workshops at all here? Is
Yes.
that what I read?
Yeah, so we offer poultry harvesting workshops to teach folks that have chickens in their backyard or just eat chicken and want to just know the full circle of life, and or all kinds of people come with interest for these workshops, and we teach them kind of from start to finish about the kind of chickens we're raising, the kind of chickens that are available in the country that people usually eat, and then we kind of round out with the kind of walk through the slaughtering process, but also, and then everyone has an opportunity to do one themselves or a part of one. It's all people can do as much. Yeah, it's all up to your comfort level. You can be as involved or not as involved as you want, and then we end up with a lunch together, and we kind of talk about the day a little bit. And
So for the classes, are they year-round? I know you can sign up on your website. Are they just a certain time of year then?
yeah, well, they're probably, I think we'll offer about 4 this year. I need to nail down those dates now, or soon, but they'll start probably in July and go through November or so, maybe one every month or one every month and a half, or something like that.
But I want to thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
you have a beautiful
thank you.
setting here in Pescadero, and
Thanks
best
for
of luck
coming
to you.
down. Thank you so much.